Chelsea women are making us proud. Chelsea men are becoming the shame of England, the shame of London. We can't win anymore. We can't beat big teams. All the teams that we beat this season being small teams. But women, they will never let you down. For years now, Chelsea women been winning and winning and winning. Every single season, big trophies. Congratulations to the girls, because today they painted London blue again. We're going to discuss about Chelsea women and also Chelsea men and some transfer news, so stay tuned until the end. There is no specific structure in this video. It's just we're going to go with the flow, man. So welcome to Girma, Naomi Girma, our new center back, amazing. Emma Hay called her the best defender in the entire world from San Jose Wave here in the US. So welcome and congratulations, because she is the first female footballer to command a fee of $1 million, $1 million transfer fee, the first women. So it's gonna stay there in the history of football, of women football for sure. And Chelsea today painted London blue again, 1-0 against Arsenal. We did the double on them this season though. We beat them in the first leg, we beat them in the second leg. They will be always in the shadow, and London is gonna remain blue, even though the men team are in trouble at the moment, but the women are just getting the business done, baby. So it was Guro Reiten. Guro Reiten. That's how she pronounced her name. You know those little videos that they always put like at the beginning of the season, how you say, people's names, and they will say it like in their languages. It was on penalty, 84th minute. Reece James' sister was taken down in the box, and I'm talking about Laurenz James. And then it was a clear penalty, and Guru, she did the job, and 1-0. And they are getting 2 days off. And look at the girls, how they are celebrating, right? 2 days off. Look at how they are celebrating. Big party. Yeah, it's fun, man. Let's have fun. Who was my lady of the game today? I'm going to give it to Guro because she scored a penalty the last minute. It's not easy. At Stamford Bridge. Yeah, so Guro, she's winning by 34%. She was cool, collected, calm, and she put a very good performance today. So this is the Women Super League, which is like the Premier League in the women division. Chelsea at top of the table with 34 points. Wins, only 1 draw. We haven't lost any game in any competition this season. Manchester City are second on the table with 25 points, so 9-point difference. The title is already in the bag. Now we have to focus on winning the Champions League, Women's Champions League. That is my goal. Even if we didn't win the Women's Super League, we win it like 5 years in a row. I have enough. I'm tired. I just want to go and beat Barcelona, win the Women's Champions League. That's what I want. Arsenal are third, 24 points. Manchester United are fourth with 24 points. Happy birthday, Jose Mourinho, the boss, the special one. One of us. He's like 60-something, 63 or 64. Time is running very, very fast, man. So he said in 2019, when you start accepting defeat just because you are your team played well. A performance for people to be proud of. I think when you get used to it, that is when big clubs stop being big clubs. So when you see Enzo Maresca say that we are making progress, we played good, we missed chances, blah, 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 you start accepting, and that's how you become a small club. So to a certain extent, he was right, but Jose Mourinho also never deal with a bunch of kids, 19, 20 years old. He buys old, mature players on their prime to win. So it's a little bit different, but depending on how you see it, to a certain extent, he's right. That's why Chelsea needs to mix between experienced and kids so they can start winning. But for Mourinho, it was one side, old players. And that's why he let somebody like Mo Salah and De Bruyne leave, because he had mature players to win. Now he doesn't have the time to wait. Man, Edouard Mendy, remember when people disrespected him for making few mistakes against like Real Madrid or against Leeds or against such and such? But looking at how this guy, what's his name again? I don't want to even remember his name. Robert Sanchez, what he's doing, you just miss somebody like Mendy, right? Champions League winner. So look at Tom. Tom says, one bad game against Leeds, and this guy, which means Edouard Mendy, was sent to the Middle East quicker than the US Army when they find an oil field. It's so funny. That tells you why, that just means you have Robert Sanchez, who is doing so many mistakes in every game and getting the green card. But somebody who was so good for Chelsea and was shipped out just because of like one or few mistakes, Basically, that's what he means here. But makes sense. Like Robert Sanchez, nobody can defend him right now. Even me, I've been defending that brother. I found tons of excuses to defend him, to say that he's not good with his feet, but he's good with his head and his hand. Let him be an old school goalkeeper, and he will be the Peter Cech, the Edouard Mendy, the Peter Schmeichel. I always find an excuse for that guy, but right now, I don't see why I should continue defending that brother. On this day, 2021, Thomas Tuchel was appointed as a Chelsea manager, taking over from Frank Lampard, and he went to win the Champions League. You can have your opinion about Thomas Tuchel. He wasn't perfect, but he won a big trophy, or 3 big trophies. And when you win trophies for the team, you are a legend forever. But after that, we started collapsing. We bought a bunch of old and useless players, 400 million spent. The rest is history. Koulibaly, Aubameyang, Raheem Sterling, people like that. So, yeah, what do you think about Thomas Tuchel? He won us trophies in a very short period of time, just like Di Matteo, And this, like Abramovich, he was so strategic. That guy was smart. He knows that, 18 months, you are out, and we got the momentum, and we go win trophies. Benitez, we won trophies. Di Matteo, we won trophies. Some many trophies that we won. It was after sacking somebody and bringing somebody who will walk with another team who are afraid, who want to impress immediately. You win a trophy and you go through another crisis for 18 months. Everybody who is asking why Robert Sanchez has that favor at Chelsea all the time. Number one, this is the reason. Ben Robert. Ben Robert is a guy who brought Robert Sanchez at Chelsea Football Club. They used to work together at Brighton since the age of like 18. So he's like a father for Robert Sanchez. So he became the chief of goalkeepers at Chelsea Football Club. He's the boss. He's the coach of goalkeepers, and he also is on the recruitment department. So he's imposing Robert Sanchez to play every single game. And at some point, you have to use common sense and say, this brother is not good enough and he need to be not even benched. Deport him, send him back to Spain or send him to North Korea somewhere or jail him somewhere because he doesn't deserve even to be at Cobham. He doesn't even deserve to be with the academy. That's how bad this brother been. 25 million down the drain. And he's on a ridiculous amount of money, like 100K a week. For what, really? So, yeah, Ben Robert is the father of Robert Sanchez, and he will never be dropped because Ben Robert don't want to be wrong. Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy. Yeah, nostalgic, man. Nostalgic. Roman Abramovich with the trophies and the money he spent for the team, and seeing the team struggling today. It's really painful. Really painful. Man, this picture, I don't want to even see it. We become ridiculous on social media. All kind of memes. Look at that. Erling Haaland. He was laughing even before the goal went in. The ball went in. And then we are struggling in the midfield. Everybody could see what happened yesterday. Reece James is not comfortable inverting. I don't know why we are obsessed with inverting all the time. Can we play the traditional, wing backs or wingers or whatever? Can we just do what is good and what helped us win trophies instead of trying to complicate and change players' position from where they don't feel comfortable? 7 goals already scored in 18 Premier League, Ligue 1 games this season for Andrew Santos. He got a future at Chelsea Football Club. I wanted him to come back in January. I don't think it's going to happen. Romano don't think it's going to happen. So we might have to wait a little bit because Santos, this is the guy that we need at Chelsea, man. He got everything. Chelsea also been linked with Dean Huijsen from Bournemouth. According to Fabrizio Romano, he got a release clause. Chelsea are monitoring closely this brother. He's like 6'5", 19 years old. Very, very good centre-back. Scored this season like 2 goals because of his size. He celebrates like a chill guy. Very, very good. And Chelsea are really, really pushing for him. They're going to activate the release clause. It's not going to happen this winter. But the problem we have is, right, if we don't qualify for the Champions League and other teams in the Champions League come knocking the door, Real Madrid, Arsenal or whatever, he's going to go and play the Champions League. So Champions League is everything for Chelsea this season. We don't qualify, my friend, you can say goodbye to good players. Osimhen is not coming to play Europa Conference League again. So I don't know why Maresca always say that we are ahead of a schedule and I'm not obligated to finish top 4, blah, blah, blah. But listen, we didn't take any sponsor this season because we wanted to go back to the Champions League and get better sponsors. So even if they didn't tell you about the Champions League, this is where Chelsea belong. We have to do everything to qualify. So watch out on Mathys' tail. Romano said that he's changing his heart already. just watch out, because he could move the last minute to Chelsea and Nkunku goes to Bayern Munich. This deal could happen. And if you give me a choice between Tel and Garnacho, I would take Tel for sure, because of what he can do, because of his size, because of his energy. He's a completely different kind of profile. I'm not choosing him, don't get me wrong, because I don't want to see another 19 years old frustrated on the bench. But if you give me a chance to choose one, Garnacho is not my choice. Because this guy, because of his size, because of positions that he can play, somehow I can tolerate without choosing him, by the way. Because if I have to choose one, I will go for a proper striker, number 9, much older, mature, that can help us now. Not Garnacho, not Tel. But if this is the only option that we have in this window, I will go for Tel. If that makes sense, before somebody twist it and start saying, oh, you say this, you say that, something that I didn't say. Okay, people, so now let's finish this video by talking about this Maresca against the sporting director. Chelsea HQ said fans turning on Maresca are ignoring the real problem at the football club. The way it's been run, sacking Maresca changes nothing. They would just appoint the next yes man. Listen, you can blame the sporting directors, but also Maresca need to take responsibilities, right? Because the sporting directors are not on that pitch. He's the one who is making selections. He's the one who is benching Joao Felix. He's the one who is misprofiling pretty much everybody, playing stupid, inverted system that everybody already figured out and he doesn't know how to change anymore. He's the one who don't trust his squad, always use like the same 11 and changing, twisting them positions here and there. He's the one making stupid subs the last minute, like, 89th minute, and you give Joao Felix 1 minute on the pitch. He's the one that will leave Cole Palmer on the freaking pitch when he's not doing good, and you have Joao Felix and some other, Nkunku who can play from that position. He's the one who is exposing players in press conferences every single day. He's the one who is creating troubles. I think with the same squad that we have now, with Ancelotti or another manager, he could have get more good result from these players instead of what we got right now. So yes, the sporting directors are part of the problem, but Enzo Maresca is part of the problem too. A big chunk of it right now, because he accepted this job knowing that this is the players that you have to work with. He came out to say, I love this club, I love this team because they're still young and you can they are open to new ideas, and we're gonna dominate football for 10 years. One of the reasons that I came to Chelsea, because of the team that they have. So how are you gonna blame the owners, the sporting directors, for not backing him? He himself wanted this kind of players. He is demanding this kind of players. So why are you just blaming the sporting director? Does that make sense to anybody? Not me.